Humans aren't the tallest beings on the planet, but there are some true giants among us. It's challenging to stand out in a world of 7.9 billion people, yet these guys tower over everyone. But if you thought Hafþór Bjornsson, the 6'9" actor who plays the Mountain on Game of Thrones,
Say it. Say her name. Say it!
was one of the most elevated persons to walk the world, we're sorry to disappoint you. In fact, when we list the world's giant men and women, Gregor Clegane may feel vertically challenged. In this video, we will explore the lives of 15 real-life human giants that have genuinely existed.
Are you ready, my brother? Can you test it?
Number 1. Sultan the living giant. But his extraordinary growth spurt didn't begin until he was 10. Sultan's unusual growth is caused by a disease known as pituitary gigantism, which is caused by excess growth hormone. Sultan could not finish school due to his unusual size, and instead began working as a farmer to support his family. Concerning the downsides of his height, he complained about being unable to find clothes or shoes that fit, and having difficulty fitting into a standard-size car. The giant's life did change in the years that followed, thanks to the attention his record-breaking stature got, which resulted in him receiving free life-saving surgery to halt his exponential development. In August 2010, revolutionary gamma knife surgery on Sultan's pituitary gland tumor, provided by the University of Virginia, USA, finally ceased his growth hormone production and prevented him from growing any taller. He married a Syrian-born woman named Merve. Recorded history. Robert Pershing. Wadlow, born February 22, 1918, was and still is the world's tallest man, standing at 8 feet 11 inches in recorded history. Robert Wadlow, also known as the Alton Giant or Gentle Giant, died from a bacterial blister on his right ankle caused by an ill-fitting iron brace he wore to support his legs. At the time of death, he was 8 feet 11.1 inches, 2.72 meters, tall and weighed 439 pounds, 199 kilograms. But how could something as insignificant as a blister have resulted in Wadlow's premature death? It helps to know that Robert Wadlow has the world's most giant feet. Wadlow weighed 439 pounds and had the world's largest hands at 12.75 inches and the world's largest feet at 18.5 inches. Wadlow's ring size was 25, and he wore 30-ish advocate and a freelance front-end developer. In 2014, she was recognized as the world's tallest living adolescent.
24-year-old Rumeyha Gelgi from Turkey is the world's tallest living woman. She wants to use the title to bring attention to the Weaver syndrome. It is a rare genetic disease.
In October 2021, 7 years later, the Guinness World Records recognized her as the tallest woman. Other records held by the 25-year-old include the longest fingers, the largest hands, and the longest back of a living woman. She stands 2.13 meters tall. Gelgi resides in Turkey, and her abnormally tall stature is the consequence of Weaver's syndrome. It affects men 3 times more frequently than women. Due to congenital heart disease, she had to endure open-heart surgery when she was just 1 year old. Due to her condition, she uses a wheelchair to get around but can walk for brief periods with a walker. She also requires a special seat to settle down, and despite the difficulties posed by her height, she is grateful and replaced them with a unique stretcher for her. Number 4. Brahim Takyula, the second tallest living giant. This gentleman hails from the prosperous lands of Guelmim, Morocco, and stands at 246 centimeters, or 8 feet. And what else? Takyula also holds the record for having the largest feet of anyone living on the earth, and is one of the world's tallest persons. When he was 13, he went through an abnormal growth spurt that worried many. Takyula was encouraged to get checked for his unusual build by his school doctor when he was 18. In his brain, a hormone-secreting tumor was detected. He was brought to Paris for treatment after graduating with a geography degree in 2006. He was successfully operated on, and the cancer was removed, following which his hormone levels returned to normal. Takyula is now a French citizen working for the St. Paul amusement park near Beauvais, 80 kilometers north of Paris. Abundance of growth hormones. All his fans dubbed him the 8th wonder of the world, He began his career in 1966 before moving to North America in 1971. From 1973 to the mid-1980s, Andre wrestled for a company in the United States as a unique attraction for the World Wrestling Federation, later known as the WWF. During the 1980s wrestling boom, he became the company's mainstay. His feud with Hulk Hogan helped him gain public notice, notably when he defeated Hogan to win the WWF Championship 1988. Roussimoff stood 7 feet 4 inches tall and weighed 236 kilograms. In 1974, he tried acting, appearing in films and television shows such as The Princess Bride, Zorro, The Greatest American Hero, and Conan the Destroyer. With an annual salary of about $400,000, he was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the highest-paid wrestling 342 pounds. Richters is also the tallest professional bodybuilder as of 2021, standing 5 inches taller than the Mountain. He was the cover model for the November 2018 Netherlands edition of Men's Health and the focus of a magazine documentary. Richter had termed his enormous height a curse and explained to Men's Health NL how bodybuilding has helped him develop confidence and turn this affliction into a gift. Richters described how living might be difficult for someone his stature, with doors, bathrooms, and even gym equipment frequently too tiny for him. Fortunately, this hasn't slowed him down. Number 7. Dharmendra Pratap Singh, the tallest man in India. Dharmendra Pratap Singh, born in 1983, is renowned as the tallest man in India.
Dharmendra Pratap Singh, who claims to be India's tallest man, joined the Samajwadi Party on Saturday. Mr. Singh, who hails from Uttar Pradesh,
Of a political party, the Samajwadi Party, which he believes is non-discriminatory. He acquired even greater notoriety by joining the party. Number 8. Morteza Mirzad, a volleyball player. Morteza Mirzad Selakiani, born September 17, 1987, is an Iranian volleyball player currently playing for the national sitting volleyball team and Meshar Babak. He is the tallest living man in Iran, standing at 247 centimeters. Mirzad was born with gigantism, a rare medical disease caused by abnormal growth hormone production in the pituitary region of the brain. At 16, he was over 6 feet and 2 inches tall. He was 15 when he got in a cycling accident that resulted in a significant pelvic fracture. His right leg stopped growing due to the accident, leaving it around 15 centimeters shorter than his left leg. Following the accident, he began using a wheelchair, crutches, and a walking stick, and felt melancholy. Yao Ming, born in Shanghai, China in 1980, is a retired professional basketball player who stands a fantastic 7 feet 6 inches 2.29 meters tall. Ming's height is primarily due to genetics, as his parents were extraordinarily tall, his father standing at 6 feet 7 inches 2.01 meters, and his mother standing at 6 feet 3 inches 1.91 meters. Yao Ming began his basketball career with the Shanghai Sharks of the Chinese Basketball Association, CBA.
Yao Ming down the lane. Oh, it's a Yao Ming show.
His exceptional abilities and height drew the attention of the NBA, and he was selected first overall by the Houston Rockets in 2002. He was an 8-time NBA All-Star, twice named to the All-NBA second team, and 3 times to the All-NBA third team. Ming's involvement in the NBA helped popularize the sport and appears that China truly is the land of giants, as we shall discuss another Chinese basketball legend named Sun Mingming. Sun Mingming is the tallest professional basketball player in the world, according to Guinness World Records. But Mingming was known for more than simply his basketball prowess. He also appeared on TV, most notably in Rush Hour 3. Mingming would spend most of his career with the Beijing Ducks, winning 2 championships alongside Stephon Marbury, but without playing a significant role. Sun Mingming retired in 2014 at the age of 31. Sun Mingming never became an NBA player or the star his size demanded, but he did get healthy and play the game he loved. Sun discovered a benign tumor linked to his pituitary gland in the summer of 2005. His sports agent, Charles Bonsignore of Passing Lane Sports, organized a fundraiser for him, and on September 26, 2005, the tumor was successfully removed. He married Xu Yan, who stands Trintia Cornelis Dr. Kiever, who died at 17, was the tallest female in recorded history, at 8 feet 2 inches tall. She was born in Edam, Netherlands on April 10, 1616. Her height was 8 feet 2 inches, and her shoe size was 36 centimeters, 14 inches. Trintia's parents took her to carnivals to earn money by allowing people to see her. She initially became public prominence when she was 9 years old and had grown to a height of 2 meters, 6 feet and 7 inches. Her condition was acromegaly. In Tervuren, she died of cancer at the age of 17. Trintia was buried at Edam, her birthplace, on July 7, 1633. Number 12. Zheng Jinlian, the tallest woman in modern times. Zheng Jinlian, born in 1964 in Hunan Province, China, is the tallest woman in modern history. Before her untimely demise at 17, she had achieved an astounding height of 8 feet, provide her with unique demands, such as clothing and shoes that fit her size. Zheng also had health difficulties due to her height, such as scoliosis and mobility issues. Unfortunately, her family could not afford the appropriate medical treatments, which could have slowed her growth and reduced some of her health difficulties. She died in 1982 at 17 from issues due to her enormous height. Her life is a monument to the human spirit's perseverance and fortitude as she faced the obstacles of her unusual stature with grace and drive. Number 13, Ri Myung-hun, a giant NBA center. Another member of this impressive list is brought to us by the harsh plains of North Korea. Myung-hun is the tallest man alive in North Korea, measuring 235 centimeters, 7 feet 8.5 inches, on the stadiometer. Myung-hun was a successful basketball player in his home country for many years. Ri, now retired, previously played for his national team as he succumbed to the pressures of the U.S.-North Korean political environment. Despite his talent, he could not officially play in the league. After attempting to break into the NBA for several years, Myung-hun eventually returned to North Korea, content to play for his country alone. Number 14. Sandy Allen, the friendly giantess according to Guinness World Records. Sandra Elaine Allen, June 18, 1955, August 13, 2008, was the tallest woman in the world. She stood at 7 feet 7 inches, 231 centimeters. Cast a Giant Shadow is a famous book written by Allen. Although several women have claimed the title of tallest woman over the years, Allen kept it for almost the last 16 years of her life. Her height was caused by a tumor in her pituitary gland, which caused it to release growth hormone at an uncontrollable rate of 200 to 1,000 times the average rate. She had surgery for the disease and renal failure. Number 15, Margot Didek, WNBA's tallest player. Margot Didek, also known as Malgorzata Teresa Didek-Twigg, was a Polish professional basketball player born on April 28, 1974. She was noted for being the world's tallest professional female basketball player, standing 7 feet 2 inches, 2.18 meters. The Polish center was chosen first overall by the Utah Stars in the 1998 WNBA draft. She spent 7 years with the Stars, later the San Antonio Silver Stars, before concluding her WNBA career with the Connecticut Sun and Los Angeles Sparks. Didek, nicknamed Large Marge by her teammates, led the WNBA in blocks 9 times and still holds the record for most blocks in a WNBA career, with 877 in 323 games. She also represented Poland at the Olympics in Sydney in 2000. She died of a heart attack after being placed in a medically content.